Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Uncensored Insanity. I am your host today. It is me, Christopher. And joining me, I'll let y'all say y'all's name, starting with the person in the top left hand.
It's me, Loki, and it's always been me, Loki, in the top left-hand corner of the screen.
Always in the top left, are you?
Yes.
I think there's
You got a
been
problem with
sometimes,
that?
but yeah.
No,
Got
I'm
a
not.
fucking problem with that, bitch?
I don't have a problem, but I'm just
Shut
saying.
the fuck up and introduce yourself then.
Gotta love the toxicity
Rude.
already.
Hello, I am Emily, or whatever the fuck I am on the internet. I'm multiple things.
Have you cleaned up your username
I've
usage?
not. I've actually wait. Maybe I did. Hold on.
Jesus.
Yeah. Well, okay. I'm Lucy on Twitter now too.
Oh, thank
So I've cleaned
God.
that up.
No, you
But
didn't.
no, I have. It's like can I change my?
I only use one username.
Same with me.
It's
But
like, yeah, I'm not game to make up any other username.
yeah. But yeah, thank you for the introduction of hi, I'm many usernames. That really narrows the field.
I said my name.
Yeah.
No, you didn't.
And
Yes, I fucking did.
No, stop gaslighting yourself.
last but not least,
Hello, it's me, Ava.
yes. For folks at home, Ava will be talking a lot less this episode because she's finally recovering from like what caused it? Was it like the flu or was it? But
Probably a cold of some kind.
something, and so she wasn't able to talk for like the last 2 days, and today's the first day that she's able to talk. So if you don't hear Ava a ton, there's a reason for that. But yeah, she did say that she wanted to join, and she will be here for the topics of just garbage. There's been a lot of just weird shit happening over the last week or so that we've been
I can't change my username on Twitter.
I thought you said you did.
Well, like, I changed my display name, but my username, it has to be longer than 4 letters.
Yeah,
Just
no
do
shit.
Velaeus then.
You're right, fuck.
Oh my God.
Solve your fucking.
Sometimes you're a certified idiot.
Sometimes.
She's always.
I was gonna say.
It's always.
But
Okay, I figured it out. Oh, Jesus, I got whitewashed by Twitter.
wait, you got whitewashed?
Take it out of context.
Like,
that sounds very bad.
no, like,
And I hope Clippers do that.
no. Like,
If we have somebody that is making clips of this podcast, I feel like that's how I know that we've made it. It's like finally people are actively like taking bits and pieces out, and it's just like, yep, that's how. Whether it's good or bad, you know.
Okay. I'm Lucy_Valeus on Twitter now.
Cool.
Because it wouldn't accept just Valeus, because somebody else
Anyway,
has
moving
that.
on.
Moving on. So there's not really anything that can really easily tie all of these concepts together. So I'm just gonna start from the top down, and we're just gonna go. For those of you who don't know, we have an entire Discord chat called Podcast, which is just podcast discussion ideas, and like. Sometimes they're related and it works really well, and sometimes it's just like topic to topic, nothing makes fucking sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I will start. So, have y'all heard about have y'all heard about a crossover between one of the biggest trading card companies or trading card games in the world and Hello Kitty for McDonald's Happy Meals?
Oh.
Yeah, No.
I am unaware.
So, for those of you who don't know, Yu-Gi-Oh! And Hello Kitty are making a collaboration in Happy Meal toys from McDonald's. And,
Where do I sign up?
you go to a McDonald's and you order a Happy Meal and you ask for Blue Eyes White Dragon.
What are we signing up for? Wait, what?
But
what
the
all
fu-
are there? I need to see this.
There-
Kotaku, let me.
There are 10 of them based off of Sanrio's Hello Kitty characters wearing cosplays or like outfits of notable Yu-Gi-Oh characters or Yu-Gi-Oh monsters from the anime.
Mm.
So the
Yeah, I can
costumes,
see it.
yeah, the costumes
I
are,
can see 3.
yeah. So we have Dark Magician Girl, Obelisk the Tormentor, fucking hell. Obelisk the Tormentor, Slifer the Sky Dragon, the Winged Dragon of Ra, Dark Magician, Blue Eyes White Dragon, Karibo, Exodia the Forbidden One, Time Wizard, and Red Eyes Black Dragon. With,
Ooh.
yeah, all the Sanrio characters dressed up as one of them. But yeah, no.
How many Happy Meals do I have to get all of them?
10.
That's if you're lucky.
You can
Yeah.
ask for specific toys.
Oh, that is true.
So you can just buy the toys by themselves.
That too. Like, you don't really have to get the food. They prefer it if it was going to a child, but...
No, this is going for my collection.
My mother has bought just the toys on their own before.
Man, I remember when... I mean, this was back whenever Pokemon would release a new game, but it would always be like, you can get Pokemon cards in your
Oh,
McDonald's
no.
Happy
Okay.
Meals.
Hold on, I think it's just in Belgium.
Oh,
My people!
we gotta go to Belgium.
Yeah, the McDonald's promotion is exclusively in Belgium, says Kotaku.
It's
Bruh!
Belgium. Can we hold on?
You have to fork over around $75 to get your hands on these new stuffed Happy Meal toys.
Bro, why only in
Dumb.
Belgium? Not even Japan.
I know.
We're like, Hello
the
Kitty
two
is...
franchises would mix well in Japan.
You know, where Hello
In
Kitty is
Belgium.
second to God.
Yeah.
Damn. But the funny thing is, like, people have said, well, we'll see about this because Hello Kitty has a current 100% success rate of killing a trading card franchise that collaborates with.
Wait, what?
There was some TCG that Hello Kitty did a partnership with, and it was, I don't know. After they did that, nobody played the game anymore.
Oh, Hello Kitty, no.
I'm looking it up right now.
Hello Kitty killed it.
Yeah, MetaZoo. Which, MetaZoo, pretty much got in a huge problem with, they got in a huge problem with a bunch of other, trading card games, or more notably, got in a huge problem with Pokemon because of Pal World. Because MetaZoo was like, because Pokemon is doing, whatever, or Pal World is doing it, we're going to do this. And then Pokemon said, fuck you. And they immediately are now bankrupt and no longer make any products.
Whoops.
The idea was it's like TCG based off of like cryptids. Like cryptozoology. I think they had Wendigo. They had a Mothman. They had all of them.
You piquing my interest.
Bad news. Cards aren't being made anymore because they went bankrupt, I think.
No.
Or they got cease and desist.
You are no longer piquing my interest.
Yeah.
It's gone.
Yeah, the thing shut down because it went bankrupt. So it's like, We're gonna see what happens to Yu-Gi-Oh! Because currently, Hello Kitty has a 100% kill rate on trading card games.
Oh, I don't think Yu-Gi-Oh's going down.
Oh, it's not gonna go. Well, I don't know. With the current meta of Yu-Gi-Oh's trading card game, it's possible. it's very likely. You haven't played in it. I have. I've gone through the fires of hell. Quite
well,
literally.
Of course you have, Chris.
Every top deck in like the current There goes Ava.
She's been taken.
Oh,
She's
has
back.
returned. But every top deck in Yu-Gi-Oh right now is using the fire attribute, and everybody's saying, "Yep, 2024, year of the fire. Great, we're burning in hell." Just like cool, fun.
Ooh.
Yeah.
No, it might die till like fire's no longer top deck.
Everybody. Well, the problem is, if we were to ban a card, Konami doesn't like banning cards that are brand new, which all of the cards that are currently extremely competitive are brand new, except for like 5. And it's just like, well, shit.
Well, then I have the greatest suggestion. Make a card deck that fights against that.
They've done that before. Guess what? Problem is, they do it too fucking slow because it has to go through a bunch of like loopholes and shit. That by the time that it actually came out, it was 2 years too late. It's like you had one fucking job.
Yeah.
Nothing. Just fucking nothing. It was bad. But like, I don't know. Another funny thing is, this wouldn't be weird if it was Magic the Gathering or Pokemon that did this collaboration. Because they've done like collaborations with like other brands. Yu-Gi-Oh has never had a collaboration with another brand. This is like, yeah. Magic the Gathering is known for Universes Beyond, which adds like different pop culture things into the game, which aren't canon in the lore of Magic the Gathering. Which, by the way, yeah, Magic the Gathering has lore in it, which I don't care enough about.
I have 2 decks that tell me the lore.
The lore.
As a black mage, you seek power at any price. Every advantage comes at a cost, and you will sacrifice whatever is necessary to control the forces of death and darkness. Boundless ambition drives you to victory.
Yeah, so in Universes Beyond, there's like Transformers, My Little Pony, Fortnite, recently Fallout.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's like, if I saw Hello Kitty in Magic the Gathering, it'd be weird, but I mean, like, that's just how it is.
It would work.
I mean,
it would be weird, but
I've seen weirder.
I could see it.
Yeah, I've seen weirder. Lord of the Rings recently did theirs as well. And then Pokemon just has Pikachu in some random costume, so, you know, there's always that.
Yeah, you could just have, Cinema Roll as fucking
I don't know. Pikachu.
as fucking Pikachu,
Yeah. But it's like Yu-Gi-Oh has stayed away from it.
Okay.
Yeah, they prefer using the licenses that Konami has without ever stating specifically.
Yeah.
Like, their only reference to a thing that is completely different is specifically Gradius, based off of the Konami game Gradius. And that's the only time. Everything else has been like kind of references without explicitly going into it, which I think is like,
yeah,
if you just talk to somebody, they'd be like, fine, deal, just do it. I would love to see a Doom archetype in Yu-Gi-Oh.
Oh.
I would love to see actually Resident Evil or
Yeah.
Yes.
I think. What about the?
that's how I
the
get Ava
action
into
ones?
Yu-Gi-Oh. She's like, yes. What if there's a Devil May Cry archetype in Yu-Gi-Oh, Ava?
Yes.
I'll finally be able to
Just
play
a from
Yu-Gi-Oh.
soft archetype.
There is technically.
You make it
Yeah.
sound like I don't ever allow you to play Yu-Gi-Oh.
No,
I
I'm
don't
not
care
saying
that
that.
you
I'm
play
not
it.
saying that. I'm saying you don't care enough to play it. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
a difference. I'm just saying that you don't really care about playing it, but it's like if there was, I could finally play with you. I'm not saying that you're like, if we're going to date, you cannot spend money on cardboard. But I mean, yeah, no. There technically is a Dark Souls archetype. It's called Ashened,
Yeah.
and right now it's shit because I
Yeah.
don't know why, but Konami always releases things in one wave and then waits God knows how long, and they're like, hey, give it another wave of support. So they get it. And the one.
And then it becomes okay.
Okay if at like base level, and then meanwhile you have Timmy over here spent $5 and now he has a deck that can compete with God himself.
Mm-hmm.
It's like,
Yes.
yeah, you want to know how much the current top deck is costing? Take a guess. Take a guess money wise.
200.
God, no, I hope not.
Emily,
I'd say, like,
$50.
yeah, I was going like 50, 75 bucks.
1,200.
What the fuck?
Wait, what'd you say?
Ava, you win.
$1,200. $1,200.
For a card game.
Yes,
Yes.
for a trading card game with cards being good or bad at different points in time.
Emily, look up on TCG Player, hollow
Charizard.
That's not good. That's okay. That's Pokemon is a lot different because so the difference between why Pokemon or Magic can kind of keep their card prices relatively lower is because they have something called set rotation. After a certain amount of time, old cards are no longer usable in like newer formats.
Yeah.
And so, because of that, they just become dirt cheap or people just can't play them, so whatever. Yu-Gi-Oh! Doesn't have set rotation. Every card is playable at every point in time.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you're playing a certain format, like GOAT format, Edison format,
Goat format?
named after Scapegoat, and Metamorphosis. The reason why is back in 2004, pretty much all the Duel Monsters era cards were legal. And so the reason why it's called GOAT format is because a card called Scapegoat summons 4 level 1 tokens, paired with a card called Metamorphosis, which can tribute one of your monsters, special summon a fusion monster with the same level. You can get some pretty annoying things.
Yeah, Emily. So for the Hollow Charizard, you're setting your eyes from $519.99, $327.50.
Yeah.
For one card.
Here,
Ooh.
I'm
Ooh,
going
it's
to Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro Decks. I'm going to Snake Eye, which is the current top deck.
I would like to know who is spending that much money on a card.
You would be surprised.
Mm.
You know, 'cause it's a card.
Sinful
There's a one-piece
Spoils.
car.
Yeah, there is a One Piece trading card game. Sinful Spoils Snake Eye. That is the current, best deck. Let me see. I've never used this website when I'm on, phone because it takes forever. So two of the cards cost $12 each. That is Flambert. Snake Eyes Flamber's Dragon. One of the card, which you play 3 of, costs $40 each. Yeah, this deck is using TCG Player, $949.10. With Card Market being 752 and €3.
And that's like a 40 card deck plus the like. Isn't that like a 40 card deck plus like
Plus 15 card extra plus
Yeah.
15 card side.
Yeah.
A lot of the there's just a lot of cards recently released because Konami does not know what the term common print is. Every good card is just bumped up in rarity, making it damn near impossible to get a copy of. And so because of that, cards that are really good are always extremely expensive, which is how you get, multiple cards in a deck costing over $50 or even for some of them $100.
That's too much money.
Yeah, that's why I'm doing a different version of Yu-Gi-Oh right now, where I get 5 booster packs. That's my deck. I just hope and pray. Synergy, non-existent. But, Yeah. I don't know. Like, Yu-Gi-Oh has changed so much from when I was a kid. Because when I was a kid, you could do that and get some, relative use. Now it's just like there's nothing.
Yeah.
It's like, you want to play draft? Non-existent. Fuck you. Get the fuck out of here. But yeah. But yeah. That's the current state of Yu-Gi-Oh! I have Loki about a few questions. Loki watches quite a bit of Penguin Zero or Moist Critical. You got 2 things from him. Vegan donuts?
That's a good question. What did I put? Oh yeah, because a bakery was accused of reselling Dunkin' Donuts as its own vegetarian, gluten-free treats.
Bro,
those are going to be the tastiest gluten-free donuts ever because they have gluten in them.
It's also going to be the most lethal.
Listen, we need to get rid of these soy boy cucks, We just...
oh no.
Listen here.
Yeah,
Natural
what?
selection just didn't choose you.
Bro. Dude, I used to know someone who had celiac, so.
Celiac? Oh, is that the allergy to gluten?
Yes, it is.
I'm going to say this right now. Something that my parents said about the whole gluten thing, because I think me and my mom were shopping one day. I think we went to Trader Joe's or something, and Trader Joe's is all natural, all whatever. There's this aisle that's just gluten-free food. And my mom goes, "What the hell is even gluten?" I'm like, "It's a certain thing found in breads or yeast." And that's what makes bread rise. The yeast.
Yeah.
The yeast is just gluten squared. And she's like, "Why are people allergic to that?" I'm like, "I don't know." She's like, "When I was growing up, this never existed." I'm like, "Yeah, well, you also grew up during the Cold War, so I don't think they were really caring about celiac disease at the time.
My sister used to have she used to be not allergic but intolerant to gluten. And then one of my technically one of my grandparents, though we're not related,
it's my mom's friend's mom. Whenever she eats gluten, she gets rash. Ooh, that's not good, Ava.
Oh no.
What happened?
Her phone is dying.
Oh no.
Her phone's at
Quick.
8%.
Quick, you need to find a charger. A Dodge, a Ram.
Probably has one. Really? Really, bro? Actually, they're not making chargers anymore, I don't think.
Well, not lightning cord ones. They've switched to USB-C, Apple has.
Shut up. Yeah, the Dodge Charger and Challenger are discontinued. Damn, I'm fucking sad about that, dude.
Bro, what happened
Why?
to what happened to Chevy? What the hell is it? It's not Toyota-thon. What's the Chevrolet version of Toyota-thon?
Is there a Chevy version of Toyota Thon?
Well, I'd assume. Wait, did Toyota make the Charger? Or was it
No,
Chevy?
it's Chevy.
Okay, I was gonna say, I'm like, I don't...
Apparently it's because of the rise of EV cars and shit.
Oh my fucking god.
Dude, those are beautiful cars though, man. Come
No.
on.
Electric vehicles?
No, the Charger and Challenger.
Bruh, I'm just gonna say this right now. If I have to put in 5,000 AA batteries into my fucking car for it to drive 10 miles, I'm not buying a fucking car like that.
Hey, actually, wait.
I think it's a little better than that, Chris.
They're bringing back the Charger as an EV model.
Ugh. I do not like electric vehicles. The only one that I'd ever get would be a Tesla. That's it.
I don't.
Yeah.
Okay, Teslas don't look ugly as fuck.
It's only because of the wing doors. That's it.
No,
Yeah.
like they just look bad. Like that's the thing with
So
like
do
newer
you. What's your point?
Jesus.
like newer cars. Like okay, my favorite era of cars is like late '60s, early '70s muscle cars. Those are beautiful cars.
There
And
are
ever since that, it's gone fucking downhill.
Charger.
Like,
What about the Charger?
the Charger is good, yeah, but like, God, I just love that like late '60s, early '70s vibe of cars.
Yeah. Well, because now everything's ergodynamic. Back then, they were like, I don't know, I put a fucking piston in this shit. It goes 10 miles faster. It's like, okay. Calm down, Larry. And meanwhile, he has like 2 welding goggles on and no gloves.
Dude, I would love to own cars like this, dude.
Nah. I mean, yeah. Like, whenever people go, nah, I'm a huge car guy, I'm like, I always think of newer models. I'm like, they all look the same. There's
There's
not
no
a single one that looks unique, unless it's the Cybertruck, which is a polygon. You driving the Cyberpunk 2077 Glitchmobile. The tires about clip through the asphalt. I fucking love that video. By Sethical. Take the gluten out the Brit.
Yeah, but my favorite car of all time is a '76 Pontiac Firebird. Oh, it's fucking gross as hell, man.
Just said a mouthful.
I'm sorry.
My favorite car is.
Shut up. God, I'm a fucking car person, dude, and this car's my fucking favorite.
I will say the only time I ever wanted to get a car was if it was like the main point of a movie, like a Gran Turismo, or sorry, Torino, or a DeLorean, because Back to the Future.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
DeLoreans look cool as hell.
Well,
I know.
That's what got me into the Pontiacs, is because I grew up watching Smokey and the Bandit, and that was the car. I was like, yes.
The one car that I wish I had was Kevin's Kevin's green Charger from the Ben 10 live action movie.
I know.
God, listen, that kid got so many wins. Listen, he was 14 when he got that thing.
Hell,
Yeah.
bro. Oh my God.
He still keeps it in perfect condition, practically.
Who wouldn't?
I'm like, yeah. People are like, why would he still use it? It's like 10 years old. I'm like, oh, did you see the thing?
Fucking gorgeous car.
It's really nice. That is like the car that I wish I could have. Just that car specifically. But yeah, no.
Sorry, I tangented to cars. I'm a fucking car fanatic. So.
Well, I mean,
I'm legit going to an auto show this weekend.
yeah, with a deal with Max, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, aren't you going to a gun show with him?
No, I'm going to a tank convention.
Oh.
What the fuck is there to see about a tank?
I don't know, but he had interest.
This thing is big. This thing, long gun. This thing, snub nose. Like, what the fuck?
I don't know, but we're doing it.
Speaking of Ben 10, Emily is starting to get into Ben 10.
I am indeed.
Listen, the thing is, before I watched anime, that was me with Ben 10. Like that was it. From ages like 4 to 10, that was my life. Just Ben 10. That and Spectacular Spider-Man. It's like that. Yeah, that's all you need.
I mean, those are anime, just like fucking
Avatar, the original Teen Titans.
Yeah, not the Teen Titans Go.
Listen, I didn't grow up with a lot of like Hobbit cartoons. Like, I grew up on fucking DVDs of like older cartoons, and so I'm just like, Ben 10 looks so cool to me just because it's something completely different, and it kind of reminds me of like the kind of like I think it was like 2006 Scooby-Doo, and I love it.
What was it? Scooby-Doo, Where Are You?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or what's new Scooby-Doo?
What's new Scooby-Doo? That's what it was. But like, oh Jesus.
Huh?
What happened?
What happened? What did happen?
I don't know. Anywho, sorry. Something weird happened. Anywho, but like, the thing is, like, I remember we were watching. I can't remember the episode name, but it's the one with where they introduce Zombozo, and it shows Ghost Freak, and both you, Emily, and Loki, both of you just go, can we re-rank Ghost Freak? Because for fun we did a Ben 10 like character design tier list. I think we put him at A, and now Emily's like, I won't put this motherfucker at S.
Yeah, I really like Ghost Freak, dude.
He becomes bigger in season 2. But it's like, yeah, nah. He was always my favorite. Him, Upgrade, Diamond Head.
Yeah.
Like, I could... Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Not so much Diamond Head for me, but yeah, definitely like Ghost Freak is a pretty cool one, and so is Upgrade.
Yeah.
Yes.
Of the 10 that you have seen so far, of the original 10, who do you think is the worst?
Let me pull them all up.
Of the original 10 that you've seen just in the show. Because I know who I'm saying. And this is from the original 10, not like Alien Force's new 10, not like...
Alright, I googled all original 10.
And the sad thing about Ben 10, it got a reboot treatment like fucking Teen Titans Go, and it's shit.
Whoa.
Have you seen that art style? It's bad. It's worse than Omniverse's art style.
I would say my least favorite It's probably a tie between Forearms, Accelerate, honestly.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it just because they're very basic? It's like this.
Yeah.
This is speed.
Like
this
fast
is
and like
strong.
extra arms, yeah. Because Upgrade is really fucking cool. I
You
like
love
the
Upgrade.
premise.
You love
I do.
Upgrade.
I do like Upgrade. Ghost Freak is probably my favorite. Upgrade is the second one. Heat Blast, I don't know why I like it, but I do. It just looks cool.
It's the simple. It's
I
the
don't
skull
know.
design on the head. That too. Like, there's a lot.
I think
Heat Blast is a lot of people's favorites.
Emily, I think it's because of your playlist. What was it? Hot and Ready with the two hearts.
Yeah, apparently Emily has a sex playlist.
No, it was for the shower.
Then why did you have a playlist called shower songs next
I'm
to it?
forgetful. I'm forgetful, and I made two.
So why would you call your shower playlist Hot and Ready? Little Caesars.
Because I did it basically because of the songs that were in it, okay? The songs had, like... Yeah, had certain vibes
Oh, it
to
was
them.
also a sex
Can you
playlist.
feel the love tonight? Seals a kiss from the rose.
Oh my god.
Baby, I can pay you like a kiss from the rose on the grave. The more I get of you, the stranger I feel, yeah. But, yeah, no.
My favorite is probably Ghost Freak.
Oh, I do not blame you.
It is the coolest.
Oh, he's also the coolest villain.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would say my least favorite is Gray Matter.
Actually, I forgot about that fucker. Is that the tiny little guy?
Voiced by Michael Horvitz, the same voice as Moxie.
You mean Richard Horvitz, not
Richard
Michael.
Sorry. Give me some credit. The fact that I know this many
know.
fucking voice actors.
Dude, I learned so many voice actors the past year and a half, I swear.
Yeah, 'cause has been.
Yeah, it introduced me to a lot of fucking
Has
people.
been.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, Gray Matter, now that you remind me of Gray Matter, he might be the worst.
Yeah. Of the original 10. Like, later on, he like, goes up, like, 20 level. But his point is he's small but extremely intelligent. Fun fact, in the show, that is the same alien race that makes Upgrade.
Oh,
Because Upgrade is a synthetic creature made of living metal.
oh.
It's also the same species as the creator of the Watch.
Oh.
Yeah. So people say that is the first DNA sample that was added to it. So he's technically the first alien added. But yeah. No, he's just so garbage. Later on there's an episode where the watch gets damaged and Ben is stuck as him. And is captured because he is the size of a fucking inchworm. Like, yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
It's such a garbage alien. It gets better later on, but like
So, what are we talking about again?
we were talking
Ben
about
10.
Ben 10.
Oh,
Yeah, but we can talk about something else now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a little tangent, but it's fine. We can go back on track.
We're never on track. That is the
No.
point of this.
I mean, yeah.
Anyways, skipping the vegan donuts because I didn't actually watch the video. I don't know why, or at least I don't remember watching the video. Ava sent us a nice trailer for X-Men from the Ashes.
Hey guys,
Yes, I
I can't wait. It's number 500 that they've rebooted the entire fucking franchise. Woo!
no, like what I'm upset about that is that the
Has Jean
the
Grey.
director, I don't remember his name, but they let him off a week before like the X-Men from the 1990s debuted for unknown reasons.
Lovely.
Yeah, it's been a lovely mess.
Yeah. All that Marvel does is a lovely mess right now. Same as Sony. Sony, get your shit together with your fucking garbage. I don't think we talked about Madam Web on the podcast, but it was shit. It was bad. Me and Ava went to go see that in person when I was home. God, it was bad. Don't watch it.
Didn't you
Don't
guys
spend your
leave
time.
before it actually ended?
Yes, we left an hour before it ended. It is a 2-hour movie. Because here's the thing. I could literally see every, like, plot beat that was going to happen. I'm like, there's no reason for us to keep fucking watching this. Let's just leave. And so we did.
No. Let me tell you something. I felt like a schizo. Now let me tell you something. It takes a lot to make me feel like a
Because
schizo.
you are.
It takes a lot, right? ADHD does not mean I'm schizo. But when I saw that movie, when those red cannibals from the forest from the game came out of nowhere and started climbing on top of the ceiling, or I should really say the tree trunks and all that stuff, I was like, where the fuck am I? Where?
I love Tarzan.
I love the forest in real life.
Good God, I was so concerned. There were so many of them. It felt like the forest, literally.
Have y'all heard about the Green Inferno? It's a movie about cannibals in, like, the middle of the Amazon. That's the plot, and it's a horror movie because cannibals.
Yay, I guess.
Yeah, well, I don't know what you would really give for, like, I don't know. It's like, oh boy, it's a whatever movie.
It didn't get really good rating.
What, Green Inferno?
I got a 38 on Rotten Tomatoes.
That's better than Madam Web.
I mean,
Oh
yeah.
dear God.
Madam Web had a
If I
14,
ever
which
felt
was
like a
this.
schizo. All they made her powers was Dark Souls, which is not even the extent of her powers. She was just able to see every bits and pieces of the other multiverse. So better, like, she basically think of her as a better Miguel O'Hara. That's basically the way I can say it.
I'd rather watch a Miguel O'Hara movie than that shit.
I mean, I think everyone
Anybody
would, Chris.
Another thing is the movie was feminist the movie because every male character was written to just be a dumbass or just be whatever, just very basic. I'm a guy, so I'm supposed to have 0 IQ.
And apparently you are women.
Even the villain?
No. They were like, you are women. You're inferior to me.
It's like depends.
Because you can't have a good villain if they're fucking stupid as fuck.
Listen,
and misogynist.
Would I be better
Okay.
in a fight against a female Olympian, right, or something like that? No. But if it was a female Olympian against a male Olympian, I'm putting my bet on the dude.
Yeah. We have gendered sports for a reason.
Oh no, that's sexist, Loki. You can't be saying that type of stuff. Careful.
No. There's fucking it's so, like, I get people want equality and shit, but there's also some things it's like, yeah, the person who, was a guy and transitioned to a female won this competition, like, by a long stride. No shit.
Yeah. I think there's a movie about it as well.
I don't know.
There's this to get this coach to get his team to start winning, said that they were transgender and entered them into the women's sports, and they started winning everything because they were men.
Well, yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
What fucking
Look, I'm
team was that?
right now.
I don't know.
I'm gonna say this right now. I
think it was
respect
a movie.
any one of you guys if you were transgender. But I'm going to say this right now. I feel like it's very unfair that you have men versus women. That they say that they're women, yes. You're able to think that way if that's what you truly think and all that jazz. But I also feel like that's just unfair. That is unfair.
Yeah.
Like you're not it's not a fair balance. Sure, you could let's say this. Let's take Jacksepticeye's editor, Robin, whose name was Robin. Sorry to dead name you. You probably won't be watching this, but this is just an example. His name was Robin. He changed his name to Alice. Now, just because you call yourself Alice, no offense, doesn't mean you're a girl. You may feel like one, you may dress like one, and we may call you Alice, but that doesn't change the fact of your makeup of what you were.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. It doesn't boat over with me well.
Yeah, there's few things that. I mean, if you're transgender, be you, sure. Just there's a few rules here. If you're working in a school, don't have huge ass fucking tits with no bra,
Or wear fishnets.
or don't enter into the sport of the opposite gender than what you were before.
Yeah, you know.
Here's the thing. We're not doing this to be mean, but just like look at it. Like people are getting upset about it, and rightfully so. I mean, women are practicing literally
Day in,
Like-
day out.
fucking working hard to put themselves in these wonderful positions. Not to say that you haven't either, but at the same time, it's just not fair.
Yeah, it's the cheat code to fame, pretty much.
One thing I saw was this guy talking about, like co-eds and how, like, if you take, like, I think it was if you take the best player from the WNBA and make her play against like an NCAA team, he's gonna kill her.
Oh,
The dogs are unhappy.
the demon has
It's
summoned.
It's okay, boy.
And like what he was saying was basically that if you want to do co-ed like sports, you need to start co-ed from the very beginning. You can't have a group of girls play together and then try to mingle them in with boys, because it just doesn't balance out right. Where if you make them co-ed from the very beginning, that way there'll be a slightly better chance because it kind of balances everything out. But even still, I'm like me. I don't know what the fuck I am. I'm fucking like
That's,
yes.
I don't know
Yes.
what the fuck I am. I'm a weird amalgam.
What did you say?
Like okay, because I'm a fucking girl. I was born a girl, but like,
No shit.
No, it's like, no, Emily, what I thought you said is I'm a fucking fascist. I'm like, that's not a gender.
no.
Well,
Auf der Heide
Respond to these
bleibt keine Heide.
Oh,
But, like-
favorite.
But because of the way I dress and how like I have my hair and everything, I get sometimes misgenders as a guy. And I don't give a shit if you do. Like, I don't give a fuck what you
okay,
call me.
any normal person doesn't give a shit, Emily.
I'm just
Yeah.
saying. I don't give a shit. If you think I'm a guy, good for it. I don't care.
The
Like,
only people who give
Good-
a shit
good
are
for
like
you.
fucking
Yay!
people who are stupid as fucking they're terminally online.
You know, actually, what scared me? I was at a fucking I was at a place for a baseball thing.
We'll get there
And
eventually.
This woman came up to me and she's like, "What are your pronouns?" And that's the first time I've ever been asked that. And I had a mental panic because I was like, "What do I fucking tell her?" And so I just said anything works.
If it was
Okay,
me, I would.
anything. This is that building. Anything. This is this building.
Welcome
Like-
to Jesus Christ,
Even-
home for
even
the
if I do-
mentally ill.
Like, even if I do, act like a guy in many cases, stuff like that.
Many.
I'm not. I know for a fact that there are gonna be certain things that where if I go against a dude, I'm gonna lose, or it's not gonna
No
go as well
shit.
for me as them.
Like a pillow. You lost to a pillow.
Shut up, we don't talk
Yeah.
about that. But like, I'm not saying that of the fact that's like, oh, it should all be equal and I should be, balanced out and yada yada yada. It doesn't like I don't give a shit about it, And like I get people want equality for all genders, and it should to an extent because there is definitely a difference between guys and girls.
Yeah,
And
biologically.
yeah, and you can't change that.
Like, yeah.
And I'm saying this while there's a non-binary flag hanging in my room. So
Emily, you are a giant paradox in and of itself. Okay, so you. It's like I'm saying this. Meanwhile, this is here. It's like Emily, you have like 80 flags in your room just because you like how flags look. You enjoy flags design. It doesn't really.
I do.
It's not really
That
saying much.
specifically isn't there for like design. It's specifically just because like that's how I fucking am.
You're like, damn, that's a cool ass color on a stripe. Holy shit.
Like, okay, the design could be better, but
It could be better.
Another thing. Going off topic now. I don't think we have. Well, I don't think we have much more to speak on this topic.
we've been
Well-
off topic for about 10 minutes.
I
Okay,
kinda
but how about
actually
the
have a-
autism reality experience.
Well, I was actually going to have something on topic to move into, but
okay.
sure. I guess
Okay,
I'm not the
what-
host anymore. Fuck
What is
me.
it, Chris? What is it, Chris?
Arlo tipped over.
So,
Fuck
have y'all have y'all heard about the Dead by Daylight issue that's currently happening
No.
with
No.
So in Dead by Daylight, they released a new killer called the Unknown, which is like this.
Oh.
Is the most grotesque, mangled up corpse looking creature, right? And it's commonly depicted like wearing some cheerleader garb or whatever. It's ugly as sin. And so the voice actor for it is a trans woman. And
Oh, no.
they didn't tell her what, or tell him, or what. I don't fucking know anymore.
Tell
they,
them.
They didn't tell it.
That's a good one, yeah.
Yeah, they didn't tell it what it was going to look like. They were just like, oh, it's just, we don't have a finalized design for it. And then they create that thing. You can look it up, Emily. It's called The
I
Unknown.
looked it up, yeah.
Yeah.
It looked cool.
Yeah.
It looks cool for a horror game, but the trans person is like, they did this because I'm voicing it. And I'm just like,
Bro.
if that's what you think, then I feel like that's saying more about what you think you look like rather than what they think you look like.
Like, it's a fucking horror game. What did you expect it to look like?
A pretty creature. It's like, bro.
Oh.
You're fine, Ava.
You're being hired by Dead by Daylight. Let's see here. To voice a killer, no less.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, if you wanted to look good, get the Survivor role.
Even then. The first fat survivor with a 2x hitbox.
Oh, you say so?
They should add him.
You're banned.
Every
You're
time
banned.
he dies, it's you're banned.
Every time he gets knocked, you're banned. Nah, this is fat shaming. The killer moves slower while he's carrying him.
Oh my god.
It's like, it like damn near immobilized it. Just like, oh my fucking back.
No, should the killer be queso?
The hooks are mods that ban the chat.
Oh god.
You called the streamer.
The streamer. You can pick between queso, fucking what's that one dude? What's the one dude with the giant headphone dent in their head? Tyler, whatever the fuck his name is. I don't know.
Oh, you mean the dude who like
Yes.
the meme dude who rages?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Him. I think it's Tyler X1 or something like that. Bruh, he's if I saw you can play as Queso, you're banned.
Get them out of here!
Get him out of here! Oh god.
Like, okay, like, even if, like, I think, anyways, like, if you're able to do voice acting for this character, I mean, it looks super fucking cool. And so I would still be impressed regardless if, like, they were trans or not. Like,
Bruh, if you're complaining that much like a little bitch, I'll fucking voice it and give it to me.
like,
Probably voice him
you're
even
in
better,
a
Chris.
popular video game for a cool character. Like, it's a fucking fictional game. Like,
It's a fictional game, fictional character, and they didn't have a design finalized. And so apparently the trans person is like suing them. And it's like, you're gonna win fuck all.
Yeah.
Dead by Daylight, I feel like the people that make the game are just doing it for fucking memes at a certain point.
Probably.
They made a dating sim.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, $10 you can date Huntress.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's just like, oh my god, they're just doing it because they're bored as shit. They're like, you know what? Fuck it. Horizontal learning.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. Loki, if you would
You know
like,
what-
you can talk about your
You know what
autism
the
reality.
voice actor needs?
Some
The
autism.
autism reality experience. I just saw this on Twitter, and the person, it's Perry too. It's Perry with the I'm just gonna say it's at Comfy Perry. Okay, they tweeted an image that said "Wake up, babe," and they said "Wake up, babe. We're late for the autism reality experience," and it's just the back of a fucking truck.
You get to find out what it's like to be really interested in trains and not be able to speak ever. Why would that have a reason for existing?
I know.
No.
I get the idea of like, oh, well, you should walk a mile in somebody else's shoes. You don't really need to make a place for somebody to walk a mile in somebody else's shoes.
Yep. And it says experience what autism might be like with the autism reality experience, piecing their world together. Autism simulator.
Might be.
Hold on. Wait a minute. They also have a dementia mobile.
Mobile?
Yeah, they put this shit on like a box truck.
The long lost brother of the Pope Mobile?
So you could either have the autism reality experience mobile or the virtual dementia tour mobile.
How do you give somebody dementia?
You wear some glasses and some headphones and they make you seem like you have dementia. I don't know.
You hire me and I'll concuss them with a pillow. It's a very light concussion. It's not going to be actual head problems. They're just going to be dumb as shit for the rest of their life.
Okay, another thing is I saw this a really long time ago. I just forgot to put this in the podcast thing, so it's here now. There's a GoFundMe to fund Trump for the court fees, the $355 million court fees.
He's a millionaire.
That's so
Yes.
stupid. That's
He's
like
a
billionaire,
like
actually.
power.
He's a billionaire.
He's a billionaire. Why? But he can pay for it himself.
Yeah, like he's a fucking businessman. He was fucking president.
If this was like, somebody versus Disney or something like that,
Yeah.
like we've talked
Yeah, and
about
at the
those
time
court
of the-
cases,
at-
like I'd be
At
like,
the time of
okay,
the screenshot.
But like,
At the
really?
time of the screenshot, people have put in 1,078,170 into this.
Bruh. This dude's net worth is $2.6 billion of 2024.
This is definitely a pyramid scheme, right?
I really think it is. Because there's no way that this dude could, like...
I'm just here.
Hello, Ava. How you doing?
Welcome,
Yeah.
Ava. Hello.
Yeah.
Cat.
Like,
I'm losing my voice ever so slightly, but it's worth it all for this precious black kitty cat.
Ava is currently playing with a small black cat named Doc Holiday.
Yes, I am.
But yeah, no. Like, I feel like there are groups of people that like GoFundMe's are for, and then just stop.
yeah. Like,
Listen, I don't care how many people love Trump. Stop giving him money for something that he can pay for. He's far more fortunate than, like, I don't know, 98% of the country. It's like, I don't know.
I know that's your brother.
It's just like, cool, dude. So glad that we're raising money for this guy.
for a billionaire.
For a billionaire with a B, by the way, with a B, bruh.
Like,
With a bruh. I don't know. Obviously, I get that.
wait. Okay, as of now, it's raised over $1 million.
Yeah,
How the why?
Loki said that it did.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize it.
Yeah, at the time of the screenshot, which was a really long time ago.
Yeah, it's
Because right now it's at $1,500,000.
Let me check my phone to see.
$1,369.
I feel like at a certain point people are like, this is dumb. So they raised $1 million for this man. Cool, great.
Someone donated $500.
Bruh. Jeez,
Here, let me see. What's the highest?
Oh, get him, Otis.
The most someone has
see.
donated is someone donated $10,000 a month ago.
He's a billionaire!
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Bruh. Some people are dumb. Well, Loki, I have a question for you. Why am I looking in podcast and I see a woman's ass on my screen? What? Care to explain?
Okay, so that's a new Twitch meta that's happening right now, where you remember the time when we talked about the women
Nakedness?
who were naked streaming, but not showing their. You could tell that they were naked, but they weren't showing like their nipples or something.
Mhm.
The new Twitch meta, since that's kind of banned now, is to take a green screen type like color, put it on your ass, and then play a game, but like make it so that the camera is looking at your ass, but your clothing is a green screen, so it's showing the game.
Actually, I saw one where
Apparently
it was on the girl's tits.
So the video that I showed with the girl, that's not the worst one. Moist Critical.
How
said
is that
he
not
saw.
the worst one? That is a
There was
woman's
one-
ass.
There was one with a bikini on.
Oh, Jesus.
And like Moist Critical even said, you could pretty clearly see her asshole.
That is...
So yeah.
Twitch needs to like get down on that shit.
Is this the meta?
Yeah.
Is this what I have to do to get followers on
Hold on.
Twitch?
Please don't.
No.
I don't plan on
It
it.
only works for
Chris.
females.
Yeah, I know it only works for women.
Yes, Liv.
Chris, I will kick your ass.
I know you will. I'm
God.
saying it as a joke. I know.
Really?
Yes. I in no way, shape, or form plan on ever
He's not-
doing that.
He's not
Chris,
that
I think if you
desperate.
did, I think you'd have to bury your own parents.
Gee, thanks.
Oh wow, so you're able to say dark jokes, but I can't.
Oh, here it is.
I never said that.
Okay,
Oh, you're putting words in my mouth.
He's not
Details.
that desperate for views and followers.
February
No, I-
23rd is when I took that screenshot for the Trump thing.
Bruh.
Oh.
Jesus. Yeah. But I mean, hey, if anybody who's listening to this wants to watch some random dumbass on Twitch, hi, I stream on Twitch sometimes.
Hey, I
yeah.
stream-
So does Emily, and so does Loki. And Ava watches YouTube.
What day did I stream?
Yesterday.
Oh,
Ross. When did I stream? You mean when did you rank has
Streamed in,
been?
like,
When did you rank
Yeah.
has been ships? Which
Yeah.
half of them were just Emily.
shut up. Yeah, but if you want to just see random bullshit, come look at my stream.
Random bullshit. Go summon
I
God.
played Minecraft and The Sims, and I did a Yu-Gi-Oh stream, and
Play some Hades. Actually, finish the fucking game.
Actually, she did stream that once, but it was so bad that
Yeah.
when she ended,
Wasn't that before you
like-
got your new computer?
yes,
Yeah.
it was. So
Well,
that
try-
was on my crappy laptop. I should stream it.
Try it now. Yeah, try streaming it.
That's the entire reason why I'm kind of going through Dark Souls right now.
Yeah,
It's just because I'm streaming it.
fair point.
I have to probably stream it some more, even though
There
fighting
was-
Ornstein and Smough.
I feel like there would have been no way for me to ever start playing Super Mario RPG. But meanwhile, here comes streaming, which I was like, I'll give it a shot, and I found out RPGs really are not my fucking jam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's only a few that I quite like.
Persona,
Elden Ring,
FromSoft, that's
Final
it.
Fantasy.
Final Fantasy was
Final
fine.
Fantasy.
It was just really short, if I had to say anything.
Yeah, and that's what I'm planning to play Rebirth.
Yeah. The first one was short. I think Rebirth is all of the open world shit.
It's longer,
Yeah,
basically.
well, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they would have to be. They would have to make it longer because they gave us at a fucking cliffhanger.
Yeah.
They put us at another cliffhanger
And
too,
Sephiroth
don't they?
intervened. And
More.
Sephiroth intervened. And Sephiroth intervened.
I
Okay, so I've played the Final Fantasy phone game. I played Final Fantasy Snowboarder. I played just all those.
Yeah, go watch the video game Donkey if you haven't watched him. He's very funny.
He's so fucking funny. There's a lot of video ideas that I have that I'm just like, what if I actually was productive, more so than I am at least, I could probably do a lot more ideas. I've had thoughts about doing the Souls game like Dark Souls lore explained, the lore of Resident Evil 4. So you wake up and you go to the Mexican border crossing to find
Okay,
Clinton's
this is my
daughter.
series that I love. This isn't Dark Souls.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so you go to the Mexican border crossing
No!
situation.
No! This time we actually speak the Spanish.
As Leon JFK Kennedy.
Oh,
But you have to start off at like Resident Evil 1 and then go on.
No, 0.
Ava's
well-
gonna kill Chris before he
Please.
can get the word out.
please. I can respect making
The
fun of-
entire Resident Evil series explained by Chris. It's gonna be like 2 hours
Ava,
long.
don't
It's gonna be 5 minutes.
don't destroy
Do not make bioweapons.
Ava, don't destroy your voice, please.
Ava, no.
Chris, you killed her.
Anybody hear a banshee?
You son of a bitch. I can respect you making fun of like religion or something like that. In a joking manner, right? But you make fun of fucking Resident Evil, you bitch.
Religion's fine. The moment Leon J.F. Kennedy comes involved, that's where you draw the line.
Yes. Look, I will say this straight out. When you do it, you're also respectful of a way. Because you're also mocking them in a stupid way. That's the thing. But when you bring in Leon S. Kennedy, what the fuck, man?
You
know what?
Break.
Screw this. Like, I'm not going to speak at all.
Anybody hear a Windex bottle?
Oh my
I'm
god.
sorry.
She's fucking ill, bro.
I know. Ah!
There goes our recording.
Oh god, this is gonna fuck up recording shit. Okay, whatever. Who cares? It's funny. Who cares? It's funny.
Into the shadow
I
realm.
was. I'm gonna send you to the Shadow Realm, Jimbo.
Virgil's very angry with you.
It's my favorite Yu-Gi-Oh archetype. Devil May Cry, starring Burning Abyss Yu-Gi-Oh. Hey, I love Burning
Faded
Abyss
into the darkness.
with Twink Virgil and Twink Dante.
Oh my god.
From Yu-Gi-Oh.
You better learn respect.
I do know respect. I respect you all the time.
What the game?
Respect the game.
Mm-hmm.
Chris, I know many ways to torture you. I can send pictures from Tumblr that you don't want to see.
Oh, trust me, I've seen worse.
Have you now?
I'm
he's
pretty
seen
fucking
actual
sure.
hentai.
Oh, no, not that.
Anyways, on to another topic.
Yeah, we're bouncing all over the place anyway.
I mean, yeah, I feel like we're more coordinated in this one than the last one. The last one, we were just like,
Are we?
The last one, we ran out of fucking topics.
And we were just like, fucking just put in filler. Fuck.
God,
Yeah.
I love transparent Discord, bro.
Shut the fuck up about that shit.
For those wondering, Emily paid $7.99 a month
No,
so that she could
I didn't
get
spend. No, I didn't. Single
She
cent.
downloaded a virus.
a virus.
No, didn't. I got Discord Plus, everybody. It's great.
How much money does that cost?
Nothing.
How?
You go to, it's called Better Discord. It's like a downloadable like thing.
That's a virus.
And then you can get
Is it on
themes and-
GitHub?
Yeah,
the
it's
fuck
through
is
GitHub.
GitHub?
Okay, then it's not a virus then.
Yeah. And then you can get themes and plugins, and if you want to customize it, if you know fucking CSS, you will have a lovely night.
Yeah,
Because
That-
GitHub is basically a repository for like a whole bunch of like a lot of like Linux stuff you can download through
Emily,
GitHub.
like-
please never say if you know how to do CSS, you're gonna have a lovely night. Don't say it like that.
How do you want me to say it?
Just say that you'll get it transparent. Do you need?
Well, no, I got it transparent without even knowing. I mean, I do know some CSS, but not enough to do anything.
I know a bunch of CSS from the 2 web design classes I took. One of which why they even signed me up for that shit, because I already took it the previous fucking year. Well, actually no, the 2 years previously.
I took web design and failed that fuck.
Bruh, I remember
That was easy as shit.
at my first school that I went to, back in 6th grade, how it was Monday through Thursday are like regular classes, but Friday is pretty much electives day, where it's like art, music, all the, PE, all these, fucking things that are whatever. And so one of them was math enrichment. Guess what we did in that?
What the hell did you do in that?
Origami.
Oh fuck.
It was the weirdest fucking class. It was supposed to kind of like teach you coding, but we never learned how to code, and instead we learned origami.
Bro.
Okay.
Because that's what comes to a person's mind when you hear the word math enrichment, right? Origami.
My grade school we had a computer class, but it was like learning how to fucking type.
How to what?
How to type.
Emily, you probably need that.
Yeah, I can't fucking spell, dude.
Yeah, you asked us if the word SALOWES was a
That's
word.
the thing. If anybody knows the fuck that is, tell me.
It's not
DM
a
me
word.
on that shit.
What the fuck?
I'm confused.
Why is Loki turning into Darth Vader? What the fuck is happening?
I'm blowing through a straw. Blowing air through a straw.
Anyone knows what the fuck that word is?
It's not a word, Emily. You can't go into a dictionary and find that as a word.
It was on Tumblr for multiple things.
Emily,
and I'm-
Tumblr should not be your form of dictionary. Loki, please.
Like, I don't know what it is, and it confuses me.
Yeah, because it's not a word.
Okay. On to the next topic. Or else.
Turn on the fucking blender. Go. We're moving.
Staying on school stuff. How
Yeah.
about the school events?
Yeah. So, did any of y'all ever have a spelling bee?
Oh fuck!
Yeah.
I hated those things. I never. You know why? Because I'm so bad at fucking spelling
Oh, good God. I
that
don't
I
remember.
never fucking. Oh, like I'm not as bad as Emily, but Jesus.
I have a story.
My school never did spelling bees.
That's probably for your benefit.
It was.
That explains too much. The teacher would ask, Emily, how do you spell cat? K-A-T. No. What?
We had like weekly spelling tests.
Yeah,
but that wasn't.
I think
yeah.
everybody did.
I failed.
They stopped that in like 6th grade.
We had it through 8th
They're
grade,
so-
and I still failed it.
I had it through
all the
freshman
way
year.
up to like 4th grade.
Yeah, but I failed that shit, man.
Oh, I know.
Wait, because I went to 2 schools for my grade school. So I think 2nd grade we stopped doing that at my first school, and then I was in 4th grade and I switched schools. So I did for one day I shadowed at the other school.
Yeah.
And they did a spelling test that day.
You were like,
My mom was like, do whatever they're like, oh, you don't want to you don't have to take this if you don't want to. I was like, no, my mom said I should do it, so I'm going to do it. Okay, I spelled turtle wrong. I spelled fucking turtle wrong.
you were like Tutle. Tootle.
You were in 4th
No,
grade.
And then I transferred schools in 5th grade.
I remember. Oh God, the spelling bees. That shit was awful.
I remember in like.
I used.
Go ahead.
Sorry, I used to be
No.
like Emily Speller. I used to be like an Emily Speller when I was like younger, like all the way up
What,
to like
5 brain cells?
4th grade. I remember how I spelled furnace. They said, "Okay." My teacher was an asshole too. My 4th grade one.
We've all had asshole teachers.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, she made everything that I liked in learning at least crumble. She was the reason why I didn't want to do half the stuff anymore. Not as until 5th grade came in, and then after I left, I guess. But in 4th grade, I had to spell the word furnace. I remember I spelled it FURNNICE, or then I put TURE, and then I was like, I
Furniture.
I got really nervous, and she's like, "Could you please say the word?" I'm like, She's like, "We're waiting, Ava." I'm like, "Furnace," and she goes, "No, you got it wrong. Now go sit down." So she's like,
I remember it was like in 4th or 5th grade. I made it to like the
Oh,
school wide spelling bee, and like
Yeah.
whatever. And so the word that I messed up on, because I went to a Catholic middle school and high school. I've pretty much been raised Catholic the entire time. And my hearing is
Yeah,
shit.
you're not the only one,
Well,
partner.
yeah, we all were.
We all were in
yeah.
Catholic school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Kill me.
it says the atheist. It says the person with Lucifer on her fucking profile pic. Boy, I wonder what religion Lucifer's from. Hey, Emily.
Gosh.
You know, this is exactly what I said. I said for a person who does not care that much for religion, you must really love the devil.
Oh my.
She wants
I
to have.
said that and you agreed.
Didn't Emily say that she wanted to replace Lilith or something?
Yes.
She also said she was a masochist, and she
my
she
God.
keeps denying it.
Y'all don't need to out me on public radio or air.
Radio?
Radio. Radio.
Fuck, I wish I was on radio.
Everyone will hear us.
Where are we?
This
A podcast.
was made for radio.
Oh god.
Oh yeah, another video stuff that I want to do. I want to do like covers of songs, and I want to do a cover of "Stayed Gone" just to piss off Emily because I can do a decent Vox and Alistair voice.
Why did you sing on that ending?
I don't fucking
Do re mi fa sol la ti do.
Shit!
I'll remember that one in solfege.
That's so far.
Do re mi fa sol la ti do. Shit.
I also remember like in 7th grade because for some reason between 4th grade and like 6th grade, no 7th grade, we did not do the spelling bee. But then in 7th grade, for some odd reason, we started doing it again. And like somehow I was one of the second people standing. At this point, I was like good at spelling. I remember the word I fucking messed up on was phantom. I was so mad.
Did you say F
They
instead of
spelled-
PH?
Huh?
Did you say F instead of PH?
No.
How'd you spell it?
I said PHT instead of A, like AT. Hold on. How did I spell it? Yeah, this was how I spelled it. I said PHTATNOM, and I was I already knew that. I already stopped myself at like the T,
You're
like at the end. I was like, I literally said this to the teacher. I said, I'm gonna sit down, and she starts laughing. She goes, "That's fine." And there was only like two other people left, so I was like one of the last ones. And I was like, "Fuck this, man! I already fucked up."
I knew I was not gonna make it out of the fucking classroom. So I tried my best. I sounded the word out in my head, and then I tried to spell it.
For turtle?
No, not turtle.
For spelling bee. Okay.
Yeah.
So with me, I made it to the school spelling bee part, and like I was one of like 5 people standing, and the word that I messed up on was thigh, because in my head I thought they said thy, as in like the old English way of saying you, like THY. So I go THY thy, and they're like, that is incorrect. And I was like, what other type of thy is there? And they're like on body, on like on people, like thighs. And I was like, oh, that one.
We should have given
Basically, the word I keep saying.
Thigh?
Thigh. THY.
Actually,
No, that's what I said. That's what I said.
Yeah.
But
I always keep saying that word.
yeah, they meant THIGH, which if I could separate it, I would have been able to, but no.
I actually do remember, I think in 3rd grade, we did like a class spelling bee. And I remember we were all like, we had to stand up next to our desks and we'd sit down, yada yada yada. And I remember I heard my word and I spelled it wrong intentionally because I didn't want to be part of it.
Bruh.
I was like, I'm not doing this shit.
You're
I
like,
spelled it
fuck
wrong on
this.
purpose.
What's wrong with you?
Dude, I fucking ruined a lot of my education by just being like, I don't want to do this activity. Fuck it.
Oh my god. So is that why you're currently on academic probation?
Maybe.
I don't want to do
Honestly,
this. Fuck
yeah.
this.
That is my mentality with a lot of it. It's like, oh, this doesn't interest me. I'm not gonna do it, which is shit mentality.
Yeah, that's
have
also the
fun.
mentality of most homeless people, Emily. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well,
Emily's
also,
So,
like, this is a bullshit activity. I'm not fucking with it.
It reminds me of a comedian, and he's just at certain points, people would just automatically be like, "I do not care." I feel like the spelling bee is like an exception because it's like, if you know you're in a room full of like fucking geniuses. What?
She realizes.
Hello, Ava. She's deafened herself. Okay. But like whenever
No.
if you're like, I know I'm the dumbest person here, there's no reason for me to try. Okay, fine. But with me, it's always like I could make it, and so because of that I like try, and I'll always make in like the top X people, but I'll always just get tripped up by some random ass word that has only been used once in Shakespeare or some shit, and then the person next. The thing that I hate is the person next to you gets a way easier word.
Oh yeah, no, like what I feel proud of myself the most in that moment after I got in the top 3, or yeah, because it was 3, because I was part of that top 3. I beat my cousin Brienne, and I felt so good for
Fuck
once
her.
in my life because like she's always been like the person that has always been smarter than me. Always
She's
been
not,
that way.
she's
kind
not
of.
smarter than you.
Well, she got into
From
higher classes. That's the reason why I say that.
Higher
and
class
that's how
does
it's
not mean
always been.
smarter.
Yeah, I was in higher
In
class.
middle school, it did. In middle school, it did. Trust me, it did. It meant you were smarter. But like after I finally won against that, I was so happy. I was like, I finally did something. I could finally beat her at something, which was at the time me and Brienne really didn't get along until like maybe 8th grade year.
even then,
And then after that, she kind of ghosted me. Still does.
Yeah.
There's a reason why I don't talk.
I
But then at family gatherings, they still talk to me.
Yeah.
I remember that in like I think it was like it was either 6th, 7th. I think it was either 6th or 7th grade. Like I was pulled, like me and like 3 or 4 other people were pulled to the side by my math teacher, and she started teaching us pre-algebra. And then by the
Why?
end, just because she's like, okay, y'all can work on this while the other group works on that, because apparently we were the smart kids.
How are you with the smart kids? Hold on.
No, wait, let me
Hold on.
explain. Let me explain. Because
You were the pencil munchers. They're like,
no,
tastes like beef jerky if it ate a shitload of trees.
okay, so apparently, like, she had given us all a test, and then based on the score, depending on like what we got, was which group you were in. And I was really confused because I was like, I'm not good at math. What the fuck?
Get the
And
wrong
then, like,
Emily.
And then, like, 3 months in, she pulls me to the side, and she's like, hey, you're gonna stop taking pre-algebra. And I'm like, why? And she's like, because your work isn't, like, up to standards. I'm like, oh, okay.
Wait, why were you pulled aside in the first place?
Well, the funny thing is I was like, then why was I put in there in the first place? And she's like, I don't know. And so she had me retake the test that got me in, and I did worse. And she's like, you must have just got lucky.
Is that lucky if the teacher says, here, do this harder shit, and you don't know what to do because you didn't learn the prior shit?
Like, I must have just guessed randomly and gotten the questions right.
Oh my fucking god, it was multiple
So she
choice.
thought I
For
was
math? It was multiple choice for math?
No, that's the most easiest there is. No.
And, like, I was a little sad that I was pulled out from it too, because I was like, now I gotta deal with the rest of these.
No, what I
What do
hate
you
the most.
mean?
What I
Emily,
hate the
you
most-
are one of them. What do you mean, man? All these fucking dumbasses that I'm
Listen.
looking at. Meanwhile, you're the one eating pencil lead like it's a
In
snack.
middle school- dude, in middle school though, I was the most egotistical motherfucker.
Yeah.
What's changed?
Shut up.
You know what? You know what really kind of sets me off? I took pre-algebra in 8th grade, and I had to take it again in 9th grade,
Oh,
even though I passed.
oh,
Yeah.
that sucked.
I did the same thing too.
I don't know if I ever took.
Cause because
How?
there's a few kids in my class, because they were in the same grade school as me. They got into fucking algebra 2, I think, or no, geometry. It was the next one.
Yeah.
I mean,
They got into geometry freshman year, and I was like, I'm in the same class as them. What the fuck?
I was in honors algebra 1, and then I went to
Yeah.
honors geometry, and then honors algebra 2 with a teacher who has now passed away. And then
I love
pre-calc.
Mr. Davis. That's all I gotta say. Geometry class was a bomb. I
For
loved
me-
that shit. That shit
Yeah.
was fun.
Geometry class for me was a fucking fever dream. Because
I actually
would-
still remember the stories he told. Those are so funny.
my seat was all the way in the back of the class because he had these like 2 big green chairs and I was in one of them. And that entire year, that entire class like chunk, I would sit there listening to music in my headphones because it was during COVID and so they didn't crack us down on our phones and shit. And I had a fucking iPod. And so I blast music
Not
and
fun.
not pay attention and be on Twitter. And I just, like, I passed the class even though I didn't know what the fuck I was learning.
yeah, because they were just like,
yes,
fuck
here's
it.
the thing. I'm gonna
Yeah,
tell you
for,
something right now.
For
I was-
context, for context, the school that we went to, the having your
totally
phone
finished
on
private.
you was a level 2 infraction, which means you had to have you got a Saturday school if they caught you with your phone.
We all went to a private school,
Yeah.
so
That's always
yeah,
happened.
it's not a public school.
Which,
Yeah.
okay, like, so yeah, during COVID, they kind of were a lot more lenient because we couldn't use lockers, so we had to have our phones on us.
And also, because of COVID, you couldn't do physical work. What you had to do was you had to write it on a piece of paper, take a picture of the piece of paper that you did your work on, and then submit that as your homework.
I'm not gonna lie, that didn't kill me. The only time it really did was like in chemistry when that happened in sophomore year, because like I realized anytime that I would try to send stuff for at least for some
Bruh,
reason
in that,
for chemistry, it never really worked or the picture never really loaded.
it was
So I
because
always
it
emailed
was that
it.
section of the building. I've tried because
No, this was at home. I don't
really?
know.
I thought it was
Yeah.
because you were trying to do it during class in the.
I can't submit it if I don't have the stuff for it. I never downloaded the classroom stuff on my phone because I was like, no.
Oh, I did because I was just so I did not want to deal with like take a picture, upload it to your computer, take computer, upload that. It's just like fuck.
Oh, I did not care. To be quite honest, I still do that now, and I still do not care.
I don't care about.
Dude,
I'm
I can't take photos of my stuff because my handwriting's so fucking light that the teacher told me, "Oh, you have to write that in pen now."
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mr. Myers told you that.
Yeah, but
God.
my fucking
Not just him.
Oh, I know.
There's a I think my teacher in 3rd grade told me I'd have to write in pen because my handwriting was so light she couldn't read it.
Bro, I was surprised any of my teachers could understand why I was fucking writing. My parents are always like,
Same.
you write chicken scratch. And then I saw a classmate of ours handwriting. I'm like, that's just hieroglyphics.
Oh yeah.
That's
I
worse. That is dog shit, my guy.
Yeah, I can translate bad handwriting, and I could barely translate.
I can't.
I can.
You guys ever back in middle school, you'd have the composition notebook, and then like at the end of the year, you look at where you started and where you ended, just because you're bored. I would do that. I legit couldn't read whatever the fuck I was writing.
No.
I'd be
I
like,
had
what
some of
the
those notebooks
fuck?
back from like 5th grade, I think. I look at them, I'm trying to fucking read this shit, and I can't.
Bro, how the fuck was I writing enchanting table? What the fuck is this?
I look at my notes now and don't know what the hell I'm writing.
Emily, you never know what you're writing. What do you mean?
Yeah, I'd look at my sisters. They're more easier. I could look at my sisters like writing and could figure out better than yours. She can't write for shit. She spelled water like fucking WATEARE.
Water. Would you like a bottle of water? Bottle of water.
I think the
I'm
issue with me.
okay.
No, you can talk.
Speak.
Fine.
No, it's not fine.
Let's move on, Emily.
I think the thing with my handwriting is because I was taught cursive in school, which apparently they don't teach anymore. But then they
Why?
threw it away basically and just had it read in print. So my handwriting is a combination of print and cursive.
How
And
the
so-
fuck? That's not how writing works.
That's how
No.
mine works. And so it looks
No,
really shit. Because, like, the way I write the is like I mash the T, H, and the beginning of the E together and then just make a loop as the rest of the E, and it's like, it's like, no.
Oh,
I
that is
kind of
disgusting.
forgot how to write cursive. Like I know the general ones. It's just the more the weirder ones. Like
I always do my signatures in cursive.
yeah, my signature's always in cursive. It's just that I don't know like more the capital letters because I almost never used them.
I mean,
You
yeah.
rarely use the capital letters, so for the ones I don't know, I just write them how I think they should be.
Whenever it's the capital letters and I don't know, I just try and make it look a little fancy. That's it.
Yeah.
It's like Q. You add you add a pompadour. That's all you do. You just there.
Add a little flair.
Add a little add a
Yeah.
little flair.
Add a little bit of southern flair there.
No, Mom.
Yeah, like
bro.
T, I have no clue, so I just made the T of lowercase and put the cross at the very top.
There you go.
It works.
I mean, yeah. I will say, one time I handed somebody was like, "Hey, do you have the notes?" Because they were sick or something. And I was like, "Here, you can use these." And they legit looked at it, took 5 whole seconds looking at it, looked back at me, and handed me them. And they went, "I think me guessing is going to be a better shot." And just, I was just like, "Thanks."
I just never asked anybody for the notes that I missed because I was sick. So
Oh, I never did either, just because I didn't give a shit enough to
Yeah.
be like, "Hey, you got the notes?" Because
Oh, I didn't give a shit either.
it'd be very funny, because in German class, it never mattered if you had notes or not. You learned
No.
it. You learned it either way. You learned it.
I missed
no,
the
didn't.
first section for when we learned the the Hail
Off.
Mary. And I fucking and Herr Rosenbaum had me say something, and so I was like, okay, remember this line, and I did, and he's like, you weren't even here, and you know more than some of the kids. I'm like,
Bruh. Our German class was a fever dream.
I know, especially fourth
Year. What did we do? Did we learn anything other than how to cook schnitzel? Watch a kid get hit by a car, the KGB, and castles. That's what we learned.
Yeah.
Oh, and how much shit we can get away with hair Deutsch.
Oh my god, it's so fucking funny.
Oh,
Legit, you could just have your phone on you. He would not care. He's not paid
No.
enough to care enough.
Senior year, you can have your phone on you, dude. No one give a shit.
Depends what teacher you're talking to.
yeah.
It really did depend on the teacher. Most of the time, didn't care. Certain points they did.
I remember. I remember one of the kids asked him to play. They had him play Du Hast from fucking
Ramstein.
yeah Ramstein. And so he played it for us while we were, because it was a time where we were just, it was the end of the year and we were building our castles for our final project, because we had to do an overview of German architecture. So we had to talk about it, and so we had a model to show for it.
Yeah.
And so we were building the models in class, and so we were just listening to music on our phones, I guess, and somebody asked I'm just gonna use his,
Just say Herr Rosenbaum. It's fine.
yeah, Herr Rosenbaum, and she's like, okay, sure, and so he played Du Hast for us,
Bruh.
which
the last week, the last full fucking week of classes, pretty much all of my shit was done. I didn't have like tests or anything that I had to do. And how our school worked was, if you had a second semester grade of at least a 90, so pretty much an A, you didn't have to take a final, so I was able to leave early. And so in a bunch of my classes, I was legit just like, hey, is it okay if I just go to the library so that I can work on this? And for like, I think 3 or 4 days straight, I was just in the library working on that, except for like 1 or 2 classes that I would have to show up in person for. And I'd show up, and I'd go, and it was like, that was it. That was my life at the end of it.
Yep.
Just like,
yeah, I remember we were watching a movie in religion, and I just see Chris over there working on the fucking castle.
Working, like, whittling small pieces of Oh, bye, Ava. Uh-oh. Oh, welcome back,
There we
Ava.
go.
Yes, she has returned.
Yes. The absence was not long.
See, I was in a study hall, but I was up with another teacher because I was like, fuck yeah.
I remember.
I also had study hall for both semesters.
Study hall was
wasn't
so
there.
weird for me, bro. I remember I asked, like, why do I have study hall when I have all these other ones as like first priority? And they're like, oh, because this year freshmen get to pick first. I'm like, you're shitting me.
I know.
Every other year, seniors. This year, starting now, freshmen. Fuck you.
I know.
Yeah.
I was like, I wanted mythology, I wanted philosophy, I wanted any of that stuff. What do I get? Study hall. Okay, I guess
Dude,
all
I
I'm gonna
would've-
do is draw
would've-
Seath and
I would
Nito.
have traded philosophy with you, dude.
Bruh, please. I'd deal, but sadly we couldn't. Because scheduling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually,
But,
what period did you have philosophy? Or fuck,
4-5. 4-5.
Oh. When did I have it? Hold on now.
If
I
we could
remember
have,
I traded one of my classes in for study hall for second semester.
Was that
Oh.
first or second? No, that was second. Hold on.
first.
Because
for me.
I had
Oh.
layman for 2 classes. And I fucking hated him, so I took out one of the classes.
You're like, fuck this. Anywho, moving on. Yeah.
Yeah.
I did better in his business class than his computer class.
You did better in both of the you did better in economy than you should
I know.
have. How
Like,
the fuck? Was it because I
business-
was next to you?
Yes.
You cheater. You're,
No, I didn't cheat.
We're doing a test. Emily's like, what's he putting down?
No, the thing is just like, because of like you sitting there and just be like, hey, this is funny, haha, answer. I'm like, oh shit, that's the answer. All right, cool. Like, that's the thing that was like,
I think it's also because I helped you get on the good graces of the teacher because of Quiz Bowl.
Quiz Bowl, yeah.
So she went easy on you and me just because it's like, you're the only people as seniors in our fucking Quiz Bowl team. Fucking
Okay,
Dale.
to be fair, I did help with Quiz Bowl
Once.
sometimes.
And it was the day that they had
yeah.
Skyrim. Bruh, yeah, no. Quiz Bowl was another fever dream.
They came up to the tabletop club and asked. And they asked another kid, Lauren, if she wanted to help, and she said no. And they asked me, and I was like, okay.
Fine, I'm bored as shit, sure. Bruh.
And then I didn't even help answer any fucking questions because I played Quiz Bowl back in grade school. I answered half a question in the entire 2 years.
Bruh, I remember. So I switched schools in middle school because in 6th grade I was being bullied to hell, and then a ton of students left that school in 6th grade just because they were like, this place is horrible. So I went to a different school and I joined the Quiz Bowl team there. Back at my old school, everybody knew that I was really good with mythology questions, and so Quiz Bowl, and I'm facing up against them and some of my old friends who beforehand I was like, oh hey, whatever. And we get to the lightning round, and if you've never been in Quiz Bowl, how the lightning round is 10 questions, you got 60 seconds to answer all of them or something like that. Or no, it's an amount of time. You get a short amount of time to answer all these questions, and they ask you and you just go. And it was mythology, and I looked. I just remember I saw the faces of the other team, which was from my previous school, just go gaunt. They're like, you've got to be shitting me. Because I know mythology, and I got 9 out of 10. I was a little too slow with the last question. But it was
No. What I remember the most is that Mr. T's class is that me, you, Loki, and Tyler and Yadira were all in a group, and it was all based on Oedipus. Dear Lord, we were unstoppable.
The mythology.
That was a great feeling.
I was fucking alone.
You were doing what alone?
My God.
Fucking alone. She was masturbating.
No, I still remember, I remember he's like, how many gods there was. I remember me and Chris looked at each other. We went 12. And then he just wrote it quickly and just placed it up. I still remember 7, which is one of the kids' name, one of our classmates. Her name is actually 7.
Yeah.
The number.
The number, not the letters.
Anyway, so what she would try to do is that she would try to complain to Mr. Trinecki, thinking that it would work, saying Chris's team is too fast. And I remember Jackson was like, they're friends, they can't be together. And I remember replying to both of them. I remember replying to Jackson. I was like, you're with your friends. And I was like, 7, just get smarter. Just get smarter.
Good scrubs.
Bruh,
yeah, they were not happy that I said that. I still remember Nevaeh's give them a 2-minute, give them a 2-minute delay while we get a head start.
It's like 2 minutes, bruh.
Nah.
Meanwhile, she had a forehead the size of a billboard.
See,
I still remember Trinecki looking at them, and he looked at us. He smiled, and he went, "No." He really liked us.
Yes, we were his favorites. The funny thing is, I never read any of the books, yet I got 100% on all the shit. Because it's I don't need to read this shit. Fuck no.
We were his favorites. When I mean we, I mean me, Chris, Tyler, and sometimes Loki.
Oh, Loki.
I think he liked me.
He liked you.
Yeah,
yes, not to say that you didn't.
Not like that.
More than other people.
God, he hated everyone else. He
didn't hate everybody else. He had a neutrality for some.
He only dealt with Benjamin Waljack is because he wouldn't shut up.
Yeah, bro. I remember we Me, Emily, and Ava. After school, we would sometimes go up to his classroom where he'd still be in there. And I bought a board game called Side Effects, and it has all these different types of things. You know, it's like depression, suicidal thoughts. It's a lot of different things. It's actually a really fun and easy.
I don't
like
think I
kind
was
of card.
there.
Anorexia.
I think you were there.
Tremors.
No,
Well,
because I kept having to leave early.
I think this was before you left early.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
And
this
then
was right
I'd
before.
leave during the middle of it.
Yeah, and
Or if not, or before it.
yeah, because this was Loki. You weren't there at the time, but what happened was, you can give people, because of the drugs that they take, side effects, which may include certain things, and so I gave both Emily and Ava impotence because, as the drug, like one of the drugs, it says, "Oh, you can give this person impotence or whatever," and so. Mr. T goes, "How come you're giving both of them impotence, Chris?" And I just go, "I have that effect on women." Just
No. I still remember when I gave Mr. Trinekeys this like depression and tremors. And he told everyone the next day that I gave him tremors and depression. And he did not plan on elaborating himself. He just smiled when he did so. So everyone that he told was really confused. Because
Bruh.
eventually our teacher joined in.
Yeah. We also played, I think, Scattergories or whatever the hell. It's like some game. It has a disc of pop culture things. And we were playing with a friend of ours, Tyler.
I remember.
We were playing with a friend of ours, Tyler, and you're trying to guess the word. You're on a team, and Tyler goes, "Chris is this," and Mr. T goes,
I still have that
"Challenged." It's like Chris is challenged. I'm like, thanks. Glad that teacher told me that. The word that our friend was going for. The word our friend was going for was virgin. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the reason why if you see it in code names, that's the reason why Chris's challenge is in code names, is because that teacher brought it up.
Yeah, it was so fucking funny. I was like, thanks.
All of them were having fun in their English class. I was in another English class with the same teacher, but like at the end of the day,
Who the fuck
and I
is
was
in the
surrounded by
kitchen?
all the like jocks and like kind of like frat boys.
Hey, Ian was there.
No, he was
Okay,
in my class.
Yeah. And so I was just like sad and lonely, and the teacher was like really depressed because none of you guys were in that class, so he had no entertainment.
Oh god,
And
he
then I
always
had to-
smiled when me and Chris walked into the room.
I
Always.
I remember. Was it you and Yadira who walked in?
Yes, it was me and
Like,
her.
He was like I was in my English class, and he was like explaining something to us, and he was just like talking very monotone. And Yadira and Ava walk in, and he lights up, and then the minute they leave, he's back to monotone. I'm like, I fucking hate it here.
He was always monotone, but
No, he wasn't like. Well, he was always monotone, yes. But when it came to me, you, Chris, and Tyler,
Or
Loki.
mhm.
That's what I said. You.
Oh.
I had to explain
part of
Persona
the-
5's story to him.
Oh, like no, I remember. Like you would just start smiling, especially when I am very proud of myself because I made it happen. I did it, boys. I made everyone in that class search of what Devil May Cry was, and I also made it
Where's your
me. So
motivation?
every single time I would say something, I would say No, it was after we read the book Dante's Inferno. We all kept saying featuring Dante from the Devil May Cry series. And it
Every
was just
fucking book that we read had
With-
Dante
Or a
in it.
character
And Dante
named
was
damn
Virgil.
near Dante. Right after Dante's Inferno, we read The Count of Monte Cristo, which the main character's name is Edmund Dantes.
No. And then there was
Dante
Virgil
was nice.
in there. Virgil was in
Yeah,
there too.
Virgil was in there, and then
after that we read like
Animal Farm.
Animal Farm,
Yep.
which had a reference to Virgil in there.
We all just were like, God damn. And that's exactly. And then for a project for Dante's Inferno, what me and Loki did and Yadira did is that we
Blender.
we basically
animation.
used we used Virgil's chair because we couldn't find the model for Virgil.
No,
And then we
I
used
found
Dante's
a lot of
version.
models. It's just I couldn't rig them in enough time,
Yeah.
or that, or
I
No,
I
it's
couldn't
not we
find a
couldn't
good
find a
model.
model for him in time.
I remember
that.
it took Loki like 42 hours to download Blender shit. I was like, Jesus Christ. He was
Because my laptop is shit, and then on top of it, the school's Wi-Fi is kind of shit as
even
well.
worse. Yeah.
So I was working at home as well. I stayed up till like 2 a.m. just working on shit.
Bruh, I remember I found out kind of like a week-ish in advance. I was like, fuck it. I have no other reason to do anything else. So I legit made a giant fucking monolith of the ninth layer of hell of Satan. And it's like, yep, that's the best one that has been
Is it unlisted on YouTube?
Yeah, it's unlisted on YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
I built mine in The Sims.
yeah.
We don't talk about yours.
Fuck the Sims. Hey.
Mine's fine.
And one thing that was very funny was I was like like one of the final bosses in Kahoot because I would always get it right. And
Not
anytime
only that,
And then I was just there. Sometimes I'd be on the board, and the next time I wouldn't be. That I kept
I remember
jumping.
I was.
I never
I
was.
remember I was. It said which of these students did not have doesn't have an Italian name, and he lists like my name up there, and I was smiling, and of course the answer was Tyler, because his last name is German. But I
was
still
up.
remember
No,
that day.
Ava. I think it was which one has an Italian name, and you were the answer because I was up there.
Oh wait, yeah. Never mind. It was me.
Other way
Sorry.
around.
See,
By the
I
way,
wasn't.
I have to
I
say-
wasn't good enough to be on any of the questions, but I was still there.
It's there was another game too where it was like if you have X card, you can make up a story. If you have X card, you have to have a true story. I remember Loki was on the other team, and he says, a story. And I'm just not saying anything, and everybody else is like, it's false. And after that, I said, no, it's true. Or after he revealed it, I go, yeah, I know it's true. You told it to me. And everybody's like, Chris, why the fuck didn't you say anything? I'm like, because it's funnier.
I forgot I told Chris.
Yeah. No, you told me that on the Germany trip. You told me that on the Germany trip because it was about one of, I think it was your sister's brothers. It was a family member.
It was my sister's cousin, so I just called him. It was like a second or third cousin, so I just called him cousin as well.
Yeah, but but he, he was in the Air Force and he sadly died, and everybody was like, "That's a fake story." And then Loki's like, "No, it's true." I was like, "Yeah, no, I knew it was true."
You can read the 300 or like so report on how he died to a flock of geese.
Yeah. Fuck those goddamn things. I remember the mayor of our town just shot them. He didn't care if they were protected. He got a shotgun. He just started fucking blasting. And then
anyways, I started blasting.
God, they're fucking...
I didn't like English class. It was depressing for me. It was sad.
I loved it.
Well, you liked Mr. T's English class, and then you were transferred over to the Wicked Witch of the West.
Wicked Witch of the fucking...
Wicked Bitch of the
Hooters.
West.
I was. That was so awful.
So how was Native Son?
No, I'm gonna say this right fucking now. None of you, please don't interrupt me, because we're gonna sit down and hear this bullshit that I heard from my classmates.
I heard it before, so I'm gonna go use the loo real fast.
As he just interrupted me, kick up none. No. So a native son, a black man, apparently kills a white woman because he panics and then kills her, kisses her. I just really hate the book. Anyway, so like, there's communism involved, as all things do around the 1940s or whatever. Or no, it was after World War II. So like
1950s. It was the
anything after
Red Scare.
1945.
It was the Red Scare, 1950s.
Yeah, I said after World War II. Um, so I remember the teacher asked, "What does red remind you of? Name things that that have red in it." I raise my hand. I go, "Communism." My fucking classmate said fire truck. And she goes, "Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I could see a fire truck." I'm like, "What the fuck about communism? This is a book about communism somewhat. This is during the Red Scare. This is communism."
I just love fire truck.
Like, what the fuck? Where did fire truck came from?
Anywhere.
God, I hated that. No, then she asked, like, what was white? Like,
Come.
I was like, someone said, like, I think, someone said, I said snow because it was snowing. So I was like, okay, fine, snow. Someone said fucking freedom.
Well, what do you think the white and red, white and blue means, Ava? What do you think?
Bro, it was so bad. It was so bad.
Nah, she was
I don't.
honestly a dumbass. She
No,
was.
I ran into so many other issues. I got yelled at by my parents because she told my parents that I couldn't focus. And which is technically true. I vouched for everyone in that class and said, "Look, no one's going to read this because she didn't hand us a book at all."
Yeah.
And so like, it was up to us to read online, and I damn know we aren't going to be able to. And not only that, not all of us have computers that we can just bring to class.
Yeah, you had to read Les Mis, which is a giant ass fucking book. Not even after it's been like annotated or simplified, it's still a huge ass book, and it costs a lot of fucking money. It's like a $40 or $50 book.
Yep.
It's a lot of money for no fucking reason. And the teacher refused to. She like, you had to talk to, what was it, like,
I had
the
to talk
principal?
to like Mr.
Advice.
Dainty, which was the
Student help.
yeah. And I
He
was
was
like, no.
dean
I didn't. I not only talked to him, he didn't do anything. It was until I talked to Mr. Trinecki, who was the leader and also the head director, or like head department of the language arts and English. He finally gave us books. That was the only reason how I was able to do that, was talking to him. God, I missed this class.
Yeah.
Well, that book wasn't even part of the curriculum.
No,
it wasn't.
it was because she just wanted it. I don't fucking know, dude.
Well, she showed up like halfway, like not halfway through the year, but like a little after the beginning. So she had started, not at the beginning, and so she was trying to like figure
That
out where
made
the
no
placement
sense.
was. But
She wasn't at the beginning, but she was at the beginning.
At the beginning.
In the beginning.
Emily, she was almost nearing the end.
Yeah.
But like, nah, she's a crackhead for sure. And like, I don't know. I have a question though.
Yeah.
What was your guys' thoughts on the Scholastic book fairs?
God, I love those shit. The amazing things I would get from that was awesome.
Bruh, you save up like $5 for random ass looking erasers.
Oh, sometimes my favorite thing during that time was, and it still is, I love anything that's rubber. That's why, Chris, anytime I go to your house, I love like your green little rubber thing, your green little rubber bear. I love the feeling of rubber. It makes me feel comfortable, I guess. Whatever. I really just love the feeling of rubber. So every time that I would have the Scholastics thing, I would buy something rubbery.
I remember I got manga from that thing. I got the Legend of Zelda manga from Scholastic book fairs.
I got into trouble because I didn't buy a book from my teacher.
What?
What?
Like my teacher, like a week prior, she let us know, and she was like, "All right, if you want to get something, bring money for the book fair." And I got I didn't get a book. I got like a fucking eraser or something, and I got in trouble because she's like, "This is supposed to be for books. You're supposed to get books." I was like,
Bruh.
"What the fuck?" It's like I
It's
don't care
like,
about books.
ain't you the bitch that told me to bring some shit? Fuck you want
Like
me to bring?
she wanted everybody to bring to buy a book, not like just like the toys and shit.
Bruh.
So
That's
I-
dumb. It's like, what are you expecting
remember-
kids to buy?
I don't remember much from the Scholastic Book Fair because I've got dates a lot, so and my mom usually didn't tell us that or I didn't have money on me to buy anything.
That could also be a reason, you know? Just like, yeah, that's a reason.
So I just wander around and be like, oh, cool.
Oh, well, look at this. Is this what you
Or
rich
I just stand
people
in a corner. I just stand in a corner and just fucking watch everybody.
I remember the later.
It's like,
years
that's
they
Loki.
did-
He's the weirdo that watches people spend money. I don't know what to do.
Well, I remember the later years, like probably like 5th through 8th.
Yeah.
If you weren't planning to buy anything, you had to sit out in the hall. You weren't allowed to wander around in it.
That's weird as shit, dude.
Oh,
Yeah.
the one at my school was so fucking like small, like because they held it in like I think the gymnasium, and the gymnasium was pretty big, but they held it like the fucking smallest fucking corner right next to the stage.
Ours was in like the art room, or the alumni room.
Ours was in like an unused classroom. Always. But God, I remember I got a deck of Yu-Gi-Oh cards from it. Because it was Shonen Jump like magazine. And it was like, you can get Yu-Gi-Oh cards from it. I was like, cool. And so I did. So I got Yu-Gi-Oh cards from it. It's just like, bruh.
Okay, so I think for the last few minutes, I have something that we could all talk about.
Oh yeah.
The Suicide Squad anime coming out called Suicide Squad Isekai.
Yeah.
How does everybody think about that?
Well, you have to be honest with me. I wasn't never really a fan of DC, but I have to be honest with it. It looks pretty good.
Looks good.
Yeah.
Better than Kill the Justice League.
Yeah.
Ugh. Uh-oh.
I'd rather spend $70 on this thing than on Kill the Justice League.
Well, I'm not spending $70 on it to begin with, but sure.
Oh no, I'm pirating the fucking thing. And then
Fuck
if I-
no,
and
I'm
then if I
pirating
like
this shit
it,
to oblivion.
I might buy if they come out with like fucking like comic based off of it or something, or if
They
it's based off
probably
a
will.
comic,
It's not, but
I'll fucking buy that shit.
yeah.
But like, it looks pretty promising. I'm not a huge fan of what Joker looks like in it.
No, I
but
saw that. I was
better
like,
than
that
what they
looks
did.
bad, but, you know,
Better than
whatever.
what Suicide Squad Killed the Justice League did.
Better than Suicide Squad end sentence made him look like. What do you
That
mean?
is true.
Hey guys, Jared Leto here as a weird ass, creepy, perverted man. Just
With
like,
tattoos all over him.
I'm the Joker, baby.
Yeah, it's,
He's a better Joker than Jared Leto's Joker.
yeah.
Everyone can agree Jared Leto's Joker is awful.
What about Jared Leto's Morbius?
Look, that's way better.
We were too harsh on Morbius. We were
Too harsh on Morbius. No, I mean, Morbius was a funny bad.
It was funny, Dad.
Exactly. We could make fun of it. Madam Web, I feel like a schizo. I feel like I belong in the loony bin.
Yeah, that was just bad.
Yeah, that was just shit.
I'm gonna tell you
Yeah,
this
that
right
is-
now. Like, these movies that have been coming out lately, like the superhero ones, have felt like a big preach lately I got
Mhm.
Aquaman that was just a big preach about what was it? Global warming.
Yeah.
Global warming. And no offense, I know it's like a very dangerous thing or whatever. We need to talk about it more, but don't preach it to me. Every few
Or
seconds, you would hear that. Every few
or
seconds.
or do it in a better way than Aquaman did.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You
And
know, the
like,
movie tickets, I still have them. They just say Aquaman. It says Aquaman in the L.
And the
yeah.
So
L.
I shorten it to Aquaman takes the L.
Aquaman takes the L and
And then we
fucking
have
runs with it.
Madame Web, who has just been it makes you feels like a giant schizo, but also, no offense, as a woman herself, I get it. Women empowerment. Don't get me wrong, great thing to talk about, but they did it in the most awful way they could. Awful.
Women,
Plus,
yay!
Like,
yeah, and that it speaks to a lot like the gaming industry as well because like honestly all the women in AAA kind of just look bad.
They all look ugly as sin.
Yeah.
Unless
And then you see fucking I forgot the name of the character, but she's from like Stellar Blade or something. Fucking gorgeous as fuck. And then
also
also
helps that
skimpy
she.
outfit.
I think the
Also
creator of the
body
game
tight
was like
suit.
the creator of the game was like, yeah, not. There was like people, like feminists were like, this is not how body types work, and the creator of the game goes, it's a video game. Nothing about
Oh
this
no.
game is realistic other than swords look like swords. And somebody was like, I would like 10 copies of Stellar Blade, please.
Is there a deluxe edition? I'd like that as
I would
well.
like a deluxe edition of Stellar Blade, please. So funny.
Or no, I love the fact that somebody said, "Oh, women don't look like that." Meanwhile, I think the character's name is Eve.
Meanwhile,
They're
Near
based.
Automata.
They no, I'm talking about Stellar Blade,
Oh yeah.
and because anyways, they're like, oh, women don't look like this in real life. Meanwhile, she's based off of the fucking like she's based off of like the Korean model. She's based off a Korean model.
It's like, man, it's almost as if I know that not all women look like that. That's crazy. That's crazy. It's like,
wasn't like one of the game designers women was like this. I think this is how the character should be, and the guy's just like no. And
yeah, it
fired her.
was so Larian, the original person that was designing Karlach, which is the demon woman, the
That's her
tiefling.
name, Karlach,
Yeah.
from Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah, from BG3. Legit was designing the character to look like her, and the people were like, yeah, no, make her look prettier. And so the woman was like, that's offensive. And so she was immediately fired.
Like they should be.
It's like, you want to whine like a bitch? Fine. To the streets with you, scamp.
Yeah. Like, don't get in the way of good games. Please don't.
Please stop. I'm so tired of listening to people bitch and moan on Twitter like, this is offensive, okay? And it's like,
And you know who else is offensive? You to good games.
yeah, seriously. It's
But
like,
back to. Oh, no, never mind. You can go.
it's so dumb. That's like, people like seeing pretty things, and if you're just like, well, pretty things don't. It's like, what the fuck? Fuck off. Just like, shut the fuck up at certain times. You're not. No one likes you. But yeah, no.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. I think we've talked a lot about a lot of weird shit. So
Yeah.
we will be wrapping this one up.
Yeah, watch the trailers for Suicide Squad for the Suicide Squad anime. They're
Yeah.
pretty good.
But yeah, no. hopefully you all enjoyed. Hopefully this is more focused on at least some things rather than last week's where it was just like there wasn't a single idea that we had in our thoughts pre this, so we were just saying random shit. But yeah, hopefully you all enjoy. And yeah, later.
Wait, it's over.
Bye.
That's what she said.
Well,
Hey.